Hello, welcome back to Introductory R for Economists. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking a little bit into packages. So R is actually a little bit different from a lot of other statistics packages, which you may or may not have used before. But a lot of the time the intent is that you'll be able to sort of open up the program and do everything that you need. And it's all sort of in there. R is a little bit different. Because there are so many different things that you can do in statistics, they started with the idea that you're not going to be able to fit it all into one piece of software. So instead, they've made something that's very adaptable. So R has a very large library of available packages and add-ons and things that you can add into R that extend what it can do. So make sure that whatever it is that you need to do, you can do it. And so even at the undergraduate level, we're going to need to download some packages in order to be able to do all the things that we need to do. So let's figure out how we can get those packages. So we're going to start right here. We're going to say that I have this data set. So last time, remember, I loaded in some accounting data that was in the CSV format. And R can handle that just fine. It can read in CSV data just fine. In fact, there are a number of different data formats that it can read in with no problem whatsoever. However, this right here is a Stata file. Stata is another statistics package, and it's one that's very common among economists, and so it's not unlikely that you will run into some data, maybe for a homework assignment that you have to do, that is in Stata format that you need to read in and work with, or SPSS format or something else. Now, R can't read this. R can't read this Stata file. Why would it? It's not an R file. Why would it need to be able to open it? But you're going to need to open it, so we're going to need to have some way of reading it in. Thankfully, there are functions that can read this into R. They're just not in the base version of R. They're in a library that we need to download. So let's figure out, first of all, what a library is, how we can download it, how we can bring it in to R. So first of all, I mentioned a while ago that we have this sort of package area over here in RStudio. And this package tab is going to show us a number of things. First of all, it's going to show us all of the libraries that we have available to us. So there's a lot of them right here. You can see, so I've been using R for a while. I've had the opportunity to install a whole bunch of libraries. I don't even recognize some of these. They probably came with R when I downloaded it in the first place. But these are all installed. These are all installed packages. But however, they are not loaded in. What we're going to need to do is twofold. Now, when you're using a library in R, there's two things that you need to do. The first thing you need to do is install it. You need to make sure that it's actually installed to your computer, or else you can't use it. Okay? Then the second thing is, once we have that package installed, we're going to need to load it in. And these are two separate things, and they need to be done separately. So in order to load in our Stata file into R, we're going to be using something called the foreign package. Foreign is a package that's designed so that you're able to read in foreign sources of data types that are not native to R. So the first thing we're going to need to do is install that package. Okay? So the way that we install a package, there's two different ways. The first way that we can do it is with the install packages command. So we type in install.packages. And then, in quotes, we put the name of the package that we want to install. So in this case, it's going to be foreign. So to do that, it's going to run for a while because it has to download it from the internet. In particular, most R packages are stored in what's called CRAN, which is a repository of R packages. It's also, if you remember, one of the places where you downloaded R in the first place when you installed it. So it's installing it. It goes through it. It says the downloaded binary packages are in this folder. If you get this line, it installed properly. We're good to go. Okay. Now we need to load that package in. Now the thing with R is that it's not enough to just install the package. You have to also load it in every time that you want to use it. Now think about why this might be. Why can't they just make it easy? You've installed it, just let me use it. Well, there's so many packages in R that if it made them all available all the time, it would take a long time to open up R. It wouldn't be good. So instead, we're going to need to load in the package every time we want to use it, or at least every R session that we want to use it in. The other nice thing about this is it makes you remember where your packages came from, or where the commands that your packages give you came from. And this we're going to be able to do with the library command. Okay. Now the library command, again, so you're going to need to load in the package every time you boot up a new instance of R. So if I close R and I open it up again and I want to use a package, I'm going to need to run the library command again. So let's write in the library command. I'm going to put it in my code. Now, it's pretty common to put library commands in your code. To remind you, I need to load this package in as I'm running this code because this code uses a function that's in one of those packages. So I'm just going to say library foreign. Okay, and then I'm going to run that, and there we go. So now foreign is loaded in. If I want to know a little bit more about this package, what I can do is I can do the double question mark that we talked about in the help video. I can say, hey, foreign, tell me about read.dta, which is the function that we're going to use that's going to read in stata files, right? So that can take me to information. Notice I use the double colon as well. So I do double question mark, the name of the package, double colon, the name of the function in the package that I'm interested in. All right. And that tells me all about read.dta, which is like read.csv, but for stata files. Okay. Now, I've talked about installing packages. I've talked about loading in packages. There are other ways to do both of these things. On the Packages tab, you'll notice there's an Install button. If I click that Install button, I can type in the name of the package that I want to install. So I could have installed foreign in this way as well if I liked. And then loading in packages, I can just check mark it here, and it will run the library command for me by just clicking that button right there. Okay, so we've installed our package. We can do that with install.packages and then put quotes around the name of the package that you want to install, and it will install for you. We talked about loading in packages, which we can do with the library command. You might, if you're reading somebody else's code, you might see them use the require command. That does pretty much the same thing. Or we can install them using the install button here, or we can load them in with library by just clicking the check mark for the library that we want to load in. Okay, so now we have loaded in our library. Now, one thing to note, sometimes using the library command will throw up some red text. It'll throw some errors for you. That's usually okay. So, for example, if you installed a package when you had an earlier version of R and then you updated your R installation, it might give you little warnings like say, hey, you installed this package on an old version of R, now you're using a new version of R, right? And that may or may not be a problem. So if you see some red text, you see some error messages, you don't have to worry too much. As long as things are still working fine, you're still good to go. If, by the way, you want to update a package, all you got to do is do the install.packages on that same package again, and it will just update it. So for example, when I did install.packages for foreign here, I already have foreign installed. I've been using it for a long time, but when I did that, what it was really doing was updating foreign for me. Okay, so I've installed foreign, I've loaded foreign into R. Now all I got to do is read my data in, read.dta, right? And I'm going to store that as wage 1. Control Enter, and that loads it in. Right, great. We couldn't do that before. We couldn't do that without the foreign package. Now that we have the foreign package, we can read in those stata files. All right, that's basically it. Quick caveat, the read.dta only works for older stata files. If you want to do newer stata files, you'll have to use the read stata 13 package. There are, of course, also different ways to solve this exact same problem. So, if you want to read in stata data, there's also the Haven package, which has the read_dta command. And this all gets pretty confusing. I don't want you to start worrying too much about we're going into the wide world of R packages because there's really thousands of them. So, when you come to a problem that R can't seem to do by itself, go to Google. It will often suggest a package for you that will do whatever it is that you need to do. So you don't have to, and there's probably going to be multiple different packages that can do the same thing. Just whichever one tends to work for you, or whichever one I have suggested, or your professor has suggested for your homework, you can just use that. All right, so that's basically it, right? We installed the package, we used library to load it in, and then that let us use the function that was in the package, but not in regular R itself. That's pretty much it. And we'll be using plenty of packages as we go through this course, although I'll be trying to keep it to a minimum so that you're not, bogged down with a whole bunch of packages you got to keep in mind. But that's it. All right, see you next time. Thank you.